Hello. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Ah. Oh, yeah.
The offline.
Hmm?
The offline.
Offline. Hotspot is on. Hotspot is on.
Yes, yes, yes. Online.
Hmm?
Online.
Online. Online.
Well, I'm sure it's sometime the antibiotic. And they, if you can't find she probably. Okay. So then, if you can find a homeopathic pharmacy, you can get or something that will deal with infection like belladonna, something like that. I'll send you. It may be a while before
Are you staying here?
A good boat.
Hot.
Yeah, humid.
Humid.
After the rains.
Yes. It's like a sauna.
Yep.
Steam now is.
Yep.
People is happy when it rains.
While
Because
it's raining.
While it's raining. After it becomes like a. Right? But what to do? Let us let us get boiled.
Where's the phone?
Let us get boiled. Why not? Get cooked a little bit. Phone is on fire.
When is your website?
Ave Maria. My website. I don't know. This is the website builder. Now we are waiting for the text to be fully corrected and edited. And then we can put something. I don't want any more to publish anything that is not.
So if I put a party, I can ask people, where is Cesar?
Yes, they will tell you.
Then you'll do the live stream broadcast from there?
Well, if I am speaking from outside, yes. If they ask me to go inside, if they invite me again, welcome me again inside, I don't know, I will have to ask them.
But if we don't have Wi-Fi, I asked inside.
No, you can use your own Wi-Fi. You can use your own Wi-Fi.
Your own Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, you have the Indian number.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll do it from outside and answer questions anyway. You know what I'm saying? From my room. I will, as much as I can. Right?
Yeah, sure.
That's the only thing that is left for this body to do. Apart from eating and sleeping, it's salsa. Right? Anything else is finished. So far, right?
I will still want to make the evening salsa too. What time?
They want me to.
Huh?
I don't want to give salsa. They want, they want, they want me sorry. They want, they want me to. They want me to.
Yes. What time are you looking at?
Well, I mean,
Or you don't want to do it?
let's see, let me get that. If it is at night, must be late because after dinner,
9:30, like here.
maybe before. I don't.
And when do you leave here?
I do it at 9:30.
Tonight?
No, no, tonight I'm leaving.
Oh, you are leaving tonight? Okay.
Good to know.
Sayonara.
Who is leaving anyway?
I'm really grateful, yeah, it's called. Thankful. Yeah. For this, yes, I
Sweet.
have to say this.
Thank you.
It's not about the package, you know?
I know, I know.
Or-
It is natural.
It's
See.
really a big gift.
Thank you. I was before you asked, before you say that, I was thinking. I remembering. I was just now remembering uh, my second trip to India when I met Mr. Ratanlal. He knew I was already see, on the way out because of the right the awakening momentum. And then we were in satsang. There was a last satsang. There was a Swiss man. He became a priest from the San Francis congregation and all that stuff. Francis of Assisi congregation. And then he looked at me and then he said, so? I said, so sir, time up, right? And I said, yes, time up, time to go back. And then this man said, and where are you going now? I said, I'm going to Venezuela. And then this man said, wow, that's so far. And then Mr. Ratanal trying to prevent me to go back again right before I go by the influence of the mind of this guy back into the identity with the body. He said in a very sweet way, what is distance? And then this man again says, how many hours is that flight? And then he looked at me again and said, what is time? And finally this man kept quiet. Kept quiet. uh,
You have to hear or listen to the heart. you
This
know?
is so beautiful. See, this is. I understand how grateful you may be because I still feel the same. You see, why in Guru Purnima I didn't say, I want to express my gratitude. See, I said, I want to extend my gratitude because this will never end. This love will never end. Every time I talk about them, and this is I can help you. Right? What to do? We melt and go. Now what are you going to do? Right? There is nobody else anymore that you can worship from after. See, now you have to implement his teachings and look within.
Perhaps I don't have to read it, all the books of such and such.
You don't have to read anything.
No, I don't know.
See,
It's enough. I read so much.
this doesn't happen by reading. See, reading until certain time, all this is okay. See, until certain extent and for some time. All your efforts, okay, reading, practices, puja, they bring you to satsang, right? Once you get to satsang, forget about it. Satsang by itself will do, because you will get the knowledge straight away from the source of knowledge, not from a book. And then the real impact is there. So rarely there will be somebody that by reading books so can do this. You see, when I hear all these people say, "No, you read the books and you will be fine, right? You will understand." Mm-mm. Why don't you answer the question to the devotee? Either you don't know or you don't care. And if you know, you will not be able to say no to this person. This person is suffering, right? And then you can't deny the advice and the guidance to that person. Either they don't know or they don't care. Then close the ashram and open a bookshop and stop parasiting in devotees' money. Loud and clear. It doesn't matter who or where this is happening. Then, when the teachers die, who remains? The students, right? Those who realize the truth by the guidance of the teacher. The teacher goes and they remain, carry on doing the same thing. So if the student says, no, listen to, take my, no, I will not answer to your questions, then go and buy the books of my teacher and read and you will understand. Then either you don't know, as I say, or you don't care. Actually, you don't care because you don't know. Even sometimes when the master is still alive, the master says, ale, on your own now. See? On your own now. Carry on doing this on your own now. Do this actually on your own now. My teacher was very clear with me. When on earth are you going to understand? See, that here you are more useful than anywhere else. See, when you are young and stubborn, right? You want to realize this by yourself? Go away and see how far will you go. Look at me. It was very clear. But I didn't want to sit down and listen to all this because I know how difficult it is, right? To realize it and to speak about it. But when the true nature is realized, true nature cannot be hidden, right? Then everything. I lost it. It was very clear to me. You can feed the hunger. See, somebody is hungry, you can feed this person. Somebody is homeless, you can give a house to this person, right? Somebody's sick, you can give medication to that person. Somebody's illiterate, you can give education to that person. You can do all that, he said to me. Don't call that service. See? Real service, first, get rid of your ego. Then, help others to get rid of their ego. That's a real service to humanity. Because if you are hungry, I give you food. Your ego still is standing. See? I'm not saying it's bad to do it or it's wrong to do it. We must. If we can, we must. Right? But this is just pampering. This is just treating the symptoms, not getting rid of the illness. The illness is just one thought. I am the body. Of course.
Doesn't know how and when.
See, this is part of the game.
I
See,
don't know now, he's close.
part of the game is you come, see, you listen, you, well, you keep quiet, you learn, right? And some kind of maturity starts showing up. Right? So how can you know if you are ripe or not? Then you have to be exposed to a particular environment. This is why some people have to go, right? And then they see, hey, some difference is there, right? But still, some ego still is there, and then you are brought back. I was brought here many times. Actually, it was so beautiful because I got a job, see, related to India. So I had to come here, work for 1 month, buy stuff for the shop, send it back to Venezuela, and stay here for another 5 months until the visa expires. I was offered every citizen. You can now speak, see, in the same place, the same days that Mr. Ratanla was speaking. You can have be member of the staff, member of the board, sit in the veranda VIP. See, and I said, I talk in the garden informally. I really don't like this stuff. But now my mentality is different. Even if I have to do that, then why not? See, once you realize this, you're willing to sacrifice whatever it is in order to be able to give continuity to it. Not because you want, you can. See. Not because you can, or because you know, because that's the way it is. That's the meaning of sacrifice.
Sacrificing.
Ouch. You see what I said to my friend yesterday? How can you take the devotion? See,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. See, whether it is a bag of photos, something. You can't take away this for the seeker. Even if the seeker realizes itself as nameless formless reality, still there is love for that form because through that form he can realize himself, herself as formless. Right? So, in a way, humanness remains. See, the human qualities remain, and the expression of these qualities remain in its purity. All the impurities, all the negativity, all the egoity goes away. But still, this gratitude is always. No questions today. I am what? Any question left from this? From, do you want? Can you translate? Because most of it is going to be Russian. So. Most of the question. Where can you take a chair? Don't you want to take a chair?
No, it's okay.
Is it? 2 hours.
Sure. Что делать с негативными мыслями и состояниями? Что делать с негативными мыслями и состояниями?
What to do with the negative thoughts and the negative states.
See from where do they come from.
Посмотри, откуда они приходят.
Or witness them.
Или наблюдай за ними.
If you witness them,
Если ты наблюдаешь,
they lose the power to become action.
они теряют свою силу и не становятся твоими
They
действиями.
lose the power to control the behavior of the body. See?
Они теряют свою силу, чтобы контролировать движение тела.
So this
поведение
pattern of
тела.
behavior remain, see, running around, incapable to control the activities of the body. These patterns of behavior, see, will stay for some time only, running around apparently here, without being able to control the actions of the body.
Эти негативные паттерны будут какое-то время находиться около тебя, но они уже не станут контролировать поведение тела.
And witnessing is the very power that dissolves these tendencies.
И то, что ты наблюдаешь за этими мыслями, это помогает тебе избавиться от них.
Anger, jealousy, pride, this, that, the other, lust, you name it.
Но такие негативные мысли, как злость, как ревность, как похоть, ну и так далее. Ты сама знаешь это.
Remain witnessing until you realize yourself to be witnessing itself.
Оставайся свидетельствующим и оставайся наблюдать их, и из этого становишься сам наблюдателем.
That's the way.
Это путь.
If you can't do that,
Если ты не сможешь это сделать,
then think of your God or Guru, your personal God or Guru.
если ты не сможешь это сделать, тогда думай о своем Боге или о своем гуру.
The thought of your Guru will destroy the negative thought.
Сами мысли о своем гуру и разрушат эти негативные мысли.
Then the thought of your Guru also disappears.
Но потом мысли о гуру тоже исчезнут.
But remain in silence again.
И что останется, это опять же тишина.
One thought destroys another thought.
Одна мысль разрушает другую.
And the thought that destroyed the previous thought automatically destroys itself, means as soon as it finishes, it's gone. Also, right?
И одна мысль разрушает другую, и как только она ее разрушает, она сама тоже растворяется, уходит.
If to look at the source is too difficult for you, then think about what represents symbolically the source, which is the name and form of physical, the Guru, God, or whatever you like to call it.
Сконцентрируйся, думай об источнике, откуда мысли приходят. Если будет тяжело концентрироваться на источнике, тогда думай опять же о гуру, о Боге и представляй его как бесформенное, безымянное естество.
This is what the inquiry does. It's one thought that destroys the previous thought, right?
Это то, что делает самоисследование, что одна мысль разрушает другую мысль.
I am this, I am that, I want to kill you. See all this, they say, who am I?
Я вот это, я вот то, и потом я хочу убить тебя. И потом ты спрашиваешь, кто этот я?
So
И
the,
все.
the question, who am I, destroy the thought, I am this, I am that, I want to do this, I don't want to do that.
Сам вопрос, кто есть я, разрушает эти мысли, которые приходят. Я это, я то, я все.
Then as soon as the question, who am I, finishes,
Как только заканчивается вопрос, кто я есть,
the I finishes too,
заканчивается и я тоже.
at least temporarily.
Хотя бы на какое-то время.
It will keep on arising
Это я будет продолжать возникать,
as long as the predisposition is still alive.
пока есть тенденции и предрасположение к
The
чему-то.
tendency to run after an object,
Но вот эта тенденция бегать за объектами,
the tendency to run after an impermanent object in order to experience permanent peace.
то есть тенденция бегать за непостоянными объектами вместо того, чтобы испытывать постоянную тишину и мир.
I call vasanas, tendencies,
Это называется васана по-индийски, тенденции,
predispositions,
предрасположение к чему-то.
desires basically. Desires.
В основном это желание.
I want, I don't want.
Я хочу, я не
I
хочу.
don't want is also want.
Я не хочу, это тоже я хочу.
I like, I dislike. Dislike is also like. See, disliking this is liking that.
Мне нравится, мне не нравится. Мне не нравится, это тоже мне нравится. То же самое движение.
When the predispositions are completely wiped out,
Когда все эти предрасположения, тенденции полностью
when
растворятся,
all the tendencies has been destroyed,
все тенденции
so
разрушатся,
the original tendency, which is the tendency to identify with the body, also disappeared, and this idea, ego, I thought, I am the body, also disappeared, never come back.
то есть когда все тенденции растворятся, разрушатся, тогда основная тенденция отождествления себя с телом и сама мысль «я», мысль «я есть тело» тоже разрушится, тоже уйдет. Это основное эго.
The good qualities remain. This is the only thing, this is what is going to keep the body alive for some time, because otherwise, that's it. No more body. No
Yes.
tendencies, no body.
И все хорошие тенденции останутся. То есть единственное, что останется, это то, что есть хорошее у тебя изначально.
So, keeping the mind in its place of origin, destroy the tendencies, and eventually destroy the mind as ego also. So that's very simple.
То есть все очень просто. Просто оставляй ум по его месте, в изначальном его месте, и тогда все тенденции тоже разрушатся.
They say this is ego,
Например, вот это эго.
tendencies, a whole bunch of tendencies.
Это все вот эти
One tendency,
тенденции.
one tendency, 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 tendency.
Вот их очень много, целая куча
They
тенденций.
are not separate from the original tendency, which is I. See, I am the body, and then I like, all this is one thing. Mind and thought is one thing.
То есть все эти перечисленные куча всяких тенденций, они нераздельны от основной тенденции «я есть тело». Это основная мысль,
And then
которая
you,
держит эти
put, you
тенденции.
approach this to the fire.
И ты все вот эти тенденции, ты их подвигаешь, как бы осознавая, ты подвигаешь их к
And it
огню.
gets burned a little bit.
И они начинают немножко уже гореть.
It will come back.
но не
It
вернуться.
would, with the tendency to to run away from the fire, which is expressive origin. Fire represents symbolically the self. See, the tendency is not fully dead, so the mind will go out.
А, То есть там сама тенденция от того, чтобы подальше держаться от этого огня, то есть убегать от истинного я, тоже будет, но уже основные тенденции, они уже будут меньше.
And then you put it back again in the fire.
И потом потом опять их подвергаем горению, то есть опять их поджигаем, эти тенденции.
Then it becomes small, it burns a little bit more, it gets burned a little bit more.
И они опять уменьшаются,
Magic.
то есть сгорая, постепенно сгорая.
Right? Then it will go out again,
И потом они опять
and you
возвращаются.
put it back again. See,
И ты опять их к огню
until
поближе
eventually
двигаешь.
this disappears completely.
И в конце концов они исчезают полностью.
And then the idea that the mind is a separate entity based on identity with the body, that idea disappears. The mind as such doesn't disappear. The world as such doesn't disappear. What it disappears is the idea that the mind and the world and the self are three separate entities.
И основная идея ума, что я есть тело, и отождествление ума с телом, и эта концепция, что ум тело, тоже постепенно будет растворяться. И what is at the end?
Well, at the end, there is nothing. No, I'm joking. But where did you get lost? I forgot.
The mind and the body
So
disappear.
the idea, the mind as such doesn't disappear.
А ум сам по себе не исчезнет.
So the idea that the mind, the body, and the self are three separate entities, that the body, the mind, and consciousness of God are three separate entities, this idea disappears.
А идея того, что ум, тело и истинное я, эта идея исчезнет, как отдельные три сущности.
Next question.
Мне интересна не теория, не спор о ней. Укажи, пожалуйста, на то, как реализоваться. Только это. Спасибо. Если можно более подробно в деталях, как реализоваться, чтобы пришло не понимание для ума, а знание для сердца. Сначала. Мне интересна не теория, не спор о ней. Укажи, пожалуйста, на то, как реализоваться. Только это. Мне интересна не теория, не спор о ней.
It doesn't matter the theory about the self-realization, and doesn't matter the discussion about it. But can you show how to make self-realizing?
Если можно более
I'll just explain it.
Can you explain it in detail?
I'll just explain it in great details.
Я только что все это объяснил вот в начале разговора в деталях.
Who wants an explanation in great details?
Кто хочет объяснения в деталях?
Ask this question to yourself first.
Спроси этот вопрос у себя.
Who wants to realize the self?
Кто хочет реализоваться?
It is me.
Это я.
And then you ask now this question. Who is me? Who is this me? Who am I?
И спроси себя этот вопрос, кто этот я, и
then the one that wants to realize the self will disappear.
тот, который хочет реализоваться, исчезнет.
And that is self-realization
Это и есть самореализация
in great details.
в самых таких деталях.
What can I say? This I means body.
Это я означает тело.
The I will not realize the self.
Я никогда не может реализоваться.
The I will disappear.
Это я исчезнет.
And then the self will reveal itself by itself to itself.
И истинное я открывает самого себя из себя же для самого себя.
As what has been ever present and always self-realized.
Как то, что всегда было здесь и всегда было реализовано.
Hold on. Next question.
Цезарь, поподробнее расскажи о том, как после первого просветления быть. Это уже 2 года прошло, а я все тут.
Can you explain how to do after the enlightenment? Has been
Sorry,
passing 2 years, and I'm still
Who got enlightened? That's
кто получает просветление?
See, I don't deny that that person had a glimpse.
Я не отрицаю, что человек, который спрашивает этот вопрос, у него была вспышка прояснения.
But the ego still is not fully destroyed.
Но эго еще не полностью разрушено.
It got mortally wounded,
Оно получило смертельную рану,
but is not fully dead.
но оно не полностью умерло.
When the question, see, when it is fully dead,
Когда оно полностью умерло,
the question of what is next after enlightenment, this question will not be there because there is no next.
если бы ты получил полностью просветление, тогда этого вопроса, что потом, не получил бы.
See? Who is enlightened one?
Кто этот просветленный?
Who realized the self?
Кто самореализованный?
Again, it's me, right?
Опять же, это я.
Who am I?
Кто я?
This is how you get established in that condition.
Вот так ты стабилизируешься в этих условиях.
Now you have to kill the enlightened one.
Сейчас тебе нужно убить этого просветленного.
That's what the Buddha meant.
Это то, что и имел в виду Будда,
If you see the enlightened one,
когда говорил, что если ты видишь просветленного,
kill him
убей его
or her.
или ее,
If it is a he or a she.
если это он или она.
It has been 2 years. My friend, in this case, it took like 4 or 5 years for all the rubbish to go out.
То есть 2 года, мой друг, это всего 2 года. Это может быть занятие 4-5 лет для того, чтобы весь этот мусор ушел, растворился.
This is why apparently the process of dissolution gets stopped because the idea I realize the self.
Поэтому вот этот процесс растворения, он застревает, потому что сама мысль «я», она еще держится, она еще
I am an
стоит.
enlightened being.
Я просветленное существо.
Been there, done that.
Я там был и то же самое делал.
I fell in any possible trap.
Я попадал во всевозможные ловушки,
All the traps
во все
that
ловушки.
has been described after awakening, I fell in all of them. So you still have the wounds.
Я попадал тоже во всевозможные ловушки, которые только можно было бы себе представить. У меня до сих пор есть раны остались от этих ловушек.
So awakening Enlightenment is a glimpse, it's a moment of absence of ego.
И просветление или пробуждение – это просто вспышка, которая помогает понять, состояние, когда нет эго.
Imagine that water is the self. Imagine that you have water in a glass,
Представь себе, что у тебя стакан с водой.
right? And then this water represents the self.
А вот эта вода, она представляет из себя это я, истинное я.
Salty water.
Это соленая вода.
And then salt, see, which is water, goes out of the self.
Ну вот, например, соль, которая и есть вода, она выходит из этого
And
я.
says, I am a separate entity.
И говорит, я отдельная сущность.
The salt is coming from the ocean,
Но вот эта соль, она же пришла сама из
right?
океана.
And then imagine that piece of salt, you put it back in the water.
И представь себе, что опять щепотку соли мы опять помещаем в воду.
When it's in the water,
Все, что в воде,
they cannot say anything because
оно ничего не может сказать, оно только может пузыри пускать.
saying when it goes out again
Оно опять выходит
and says, I realize the water. I realize
и говорит, что я понял воду, я реализовал воду.
the self doesn't say anything.
А само истинное я, но ничего не говорит.
The body doesn't say anything.
И тело ничего не
So
говорит.
who says I?
А кто говорит
The
я?
self doesn't say I.
Это я истинное, но не
The
говорит
body
я.
doesn't say I.
Тело не говорит я.
Who says I?
Кто говорит я?
The mind.
Это
And
говорит
it is the mind itself. See?
это ум в своем чистом проявлении.
The thinker of I is the very thought I.
Тот, кто думает, это и есть мысль я.
When this I shows up,
Когда эта мысль я
see
показывается,
from where this I is coming from.
смотри, откуда это я приходит.
And then you send it back to its place of origin.
И потом ты его обратно посылаешь в его изначальное место.
Like a vitamin C pill. This one that dissolves in the water.
Как витаминки С растворяются в воде. Ты
It goes out.
бросаешь его в воду, и потом оно поднимается, и
Every time it goes out of the water, it is smaller, eventually it disappears, right?
ты бросаешь витаминку С в воду, и оно поднимается, и оно уже меньше, эта витаминка. Потом оно погружается опять в воду, и потом поднимается, и опять оно уже меньше. И вот так, пока оно полностью не растворится.
Why keeps on going out?
А почему оно выходит?
Again, because of the predisposition, latencies, tendencies, the egoic tendencies, negative tendencies within the mind.
А почему она поднимается? Почему поднимается эта витаминка? Потому что, опять же, из-за этих эгоистических тенденций, негативных тенденций ума.
Then keep on putting it inside.
И продолжаем его опускать внутрь,
So these tendencies get dissolved in the water.
чтобы эти тенденции, они растворились в воде, то есть в истинном я.
And do it gently,
И делай это, пожалуйста, нежно,
kindly, lovingly.
по-доброму, с любовью.
Otherwise, inquiry doesn't help.
Иначе самоисследование не поможет.
And then it becomes a controlling mechanism. Who am I? Who am I? Who am
Или оно может стать контролирующим механизмом. Кто я, кто я, кто я.
I? Then it becomes mechanical. See, it doesn't work.
Если это становится механически, тогда это не будет работать.
It's not even inquiry at all.
Это даже не самоисследование.
The inquiry, then the ego is doing the inquiry. The inquiry cannot be done by the ego. The inquiry is about the ego.
Это вот опять же, когда это очень жестко сделано, тогда это исследование делается эго. А это исследование, оно делается не эго, оно делается о эго.
Like in any other practice, you don't do it lovingly. See, it will not hold. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. This doesn't go anywhere.
Как любая другая практика, если ты не делаешь ее нежно и по-доброму, тогда она не поможет. Например, это повторение мантры. Там, «Ум Намо Шивая,
There's
Ум
no
Намо
love in it, right? If there is no love, whatever you do has to be done with love. Otherwise, it
Все,
doesn't.
что ты делаешь, должно быть сделано с любовью, иначе не стоит делать.
Even when people make love, there is no love in it.
А даже люди, когда любовью занимаются, даже там нет никакой любви.
It's just pleasure and
Так вот просто удовольствие.
then becomes at some point aggressive also.
И в какой-то
Violent.
момент это тоже становится агрессивно и насильно.
You can even become kinky. Kinky. What is the love in that?
Ты даже становишься агрессором. Где там вообще любовь?
That's oh yeah. There are two ways to keep a horse in the stable of your house.
Есть два пути для того, чтобы оставить лошадь в хлеву своего дома.
One is using a whip. Right?
Один способ использовать кнут.
Another one is you put some carrots here. Come.
А другой путь предлагать лошади морковку.
Молодец, переводчик. Переводчика G. Any other question? Otherwise, I start pulling out. What is left after that?
There is a
Huh?
comment. Not question, but comment.
What common question?
Yeah.
Love, hate, anything is what?
Да. Иногда бывает
Judgment,
смешной,
criticism, bring it on.
иногда бывает смешной момент, когда пару секунд слышишь свой храп, и от него просыпаешься. Ощущение странное, вроде спишь и не спишь. Смешно очень.
See, whether the person is good or bad. See, love them. Переводчика, пожалуйста.
Через стол собой.
Whether the person is good or bad, love them. Love it. Love that person, whether it's good or bad.
Хороший человек или плохой, люби его.
If he is a saint, suppose that he is a saint
Например, вот он святой,
and he is a demon.
а он демон.
Love them,
Люби их.
and then both of them will be okay with you.
И оба они будут с тобой тоже добрыми.
To love is better than to think, big time.
Любить это лучше, чем думать.
And
Намного
to love
лучше.
is to be the love itself.
А любить это значит и быть самой любовью.
So, hey, what's the next question?
Сейчас сначала прочитаю. Если после того, как я исчезла, но вернулась, потом произошел сильный откат назад, может ли пребывание рядом с тобой в Индии помочь это пережить и выбросить все, что набилось? Я пробовала сама, но сознательно убегала в ум, потому что не могла вынести то, что осознавала. Если выход. Сначала. Если после того, как я исчезла, но вернулась, и произошел сильный откат назад. Может быть, в вами выйдет, тогда того. Если после того, как я исчезла, но вернулась, и произошел сильный откат назад.
If I hasn't been disappeared, but came back.
Yes.
Э,
Then disappear again
Но исчезни опять,
until you no longer come back. Come close.
пока ты опять уже не придешь.
It's not you who appear and disappear.
Это не ты, который появляется и исчезает.
It is the ego.
Это эго.
See? Because it will make no sense that you will disappear, then who will know that you disappeared? See? If you disappear,
Если ты исчезла,
see, who is the other you that remains knowing that you disappeared?
кто это тот, который знает, что ты исчезла?
When the thought disappeared, when the I thought disappeared, there is another I that remains, right?
Если я исчезла, если мысль я исчезла, тогда остается истинное я.
This is the real I, this is your true self.
И это истинное я, это и есть твоя истинная природа.
And that itself is your natural state. There's no difference. In natural state, self, I means the same. Silence means the same.
И это твое естественное состояние, это состояние пребывания в истинном я. Его можно по-разному называть: истинное я, самость и так далее.
So to say that is your natural state means you are that state itself. You are that.
Но пребывание в этом истинном я, это и есть то, что ты есть изначально. Это истинное я.
Все это произошло. Может ли пребывание рядом с тобой выйти, потому что пережить себя это собственно
Is it help if I come in here to stay with you in India?
If you come here and don't mess around, yes.
Если ты приедешь сюда и не будешь отвлекаться, то да, это поможет.
If you come here
А если ты приедешь,
and attend satsang regularly
будешь посещать постоянно сатсанги,
and don't get distracted by this, that and the other when you get here, yes.
и тебя не будет отвлекать все другие вещи, будешь регулярно посещать сатсанги, тогда это поможет.
But many people come here
Очень много людей сюда приезжает,
and then they get distracted here also.
и они отвлекаются.
Recently, there is a lovely girl that said to me, I want self-realization.
Вот недавно очень приятная девушка сказала мне: я хочу
But
реализоваться.
now she wants something else,
А сейчас она что-то другое
an
захотела.
experience.
Она похотела уже опыт.
And how do you know this experience is good for you? How do you know this experience that this person is running after is very dangerous? But,
И откуда, вот, например, она знает, что именно получение вот этого опыта это хорошо для нее?
advice is given once,
Один раз дан совет,
advice is given twice.
совет дан второй раз,
Third time will not help
а третий раз и уже мы не сможем
because the
помочь.
tendency is too strong and the person will run away.
Потому что, например, если тенденция очень сильная, то этот человек просто
So when the person
бежит за этими
realizes-
тенденциями.
It's a mistake.
И самореализация пропущена.
He will bounce back. He will bounce back. He will come back.
Мгм. И оно будет, и самореализация отброшена назад.
человек будет обратно брошен.
I didn't understand the last
Hmm?
phrases. I didn't understand the last phrases.
Where did you get lost?
And bounce back.
It will
Before.
return.
What return?
The person.
А,
When the person realizes the mistake, he comes back. See? More humble.
Когда человек понимает, что он ошибся в своей тенденции, тогда он будет обратно, вернется обратно к получению самореализации.
I was a shaman before I came here. I know all this world. This is a mental world. And I'm telling you, ayahuasca doesn't remove the ego.
Я был шаманом до того, как приехал сюда в Индию, и я знаю прекрасно этот мир, умственный мир, и я могу сказать, что айваска, она не поможет самореализации.
And the shaman is not even if the shaman is a professional,
И даже если профессиональный шаман,
there is a chance that the balance between the two herbs they use is not adequate and then it's dangerous.
и если он замешал айваска и смешав два ингредиента не в соответствии с нужным количеством, тогда это может быть даже опасно принятие айваски.
And now they use aphrodisiac herbs. Then you are in trance, manipulate your subconsciousness, and then they have abuse you sexually. I'm just
То есть они могут, шаманы могут во время твоего транса посмотреть твое подсознание и использовать тебя сексуально.
because the shaman may still have ego.
Потому что у шамана все еще есть эго.
The fight between shamans. So what kind of this is mind stuff.
Если есть какие-то неприятности, если есть какие-то стычки между шаманами, тогда это все равно еще игры ума.
You are not altering, say, your state of consciousness. Consciousness cannot be altered. You're altering a state of mind, and then you see, oh, I saw this, I saw that. What difference does it make if you see energy patterns and God Himself? Who is the seer? That's the question.
То есть у шамана есть возможность посмотреть в твое подсознание, у шамана есть возможность посмотреть твои мысли, но что это дает? Это просто все еще ум.
So let them have their own experience. So I really, really hope that
Мы дадим им возможность получать этот опыт, но я надеюсь, что
well, again, young, naive, stubborn, right?
но опять же,
My own experience.
повторяю, что молодая, упрямая и хочет получить там свой опыт.
Realize yourself first,
Сначала реализуйся,
then do whatever you want.
а потом делай все, что хочешь.
Then you can experience whatever you want.
Потом ты можешь получать опыты,
You can go to
какие
hell,
хочешь.
see, dance tango with the demon, and come back without one blister.
Ты можешь пойти в ад, потанцевать танго с демоном и вернуться без единого ушиба.
Even the demon will be your friend, and if you go away, will miss you.
И даже демон будет твоим другом, и когда ты уйдешь, он будет
Now
скучать.
you're coming back again.
И тогда тебе придется опять прийти к нему.
Never. I experienced you. Nice to meet you. Cheers and goodbye.
И опять же, я получаю свой опыт, и приятно было познакомиться, и пока.
Ayahuasca may help you to see more of what is there that you are not aware of. That's all. But
So
it still
it's
is based on the perceived. It still is subjective.
То есть айваска тебе поможет понять все, что как бы есть у тебя внутри, вот, но все еще это на уровне объекта.
It also became a big business.
И опять же, это большой бизнес.
The only thing that can destroy the ego is the self.
Единственная вещь, которая растворяет эго, это истинное я.
Nothing external can do that.
Ничего внешнее не может разрушить эго.
I tried everything.
Я все попробовала.
Marijuana, cocaine, crack cocaine, acid. I did everything that you can possibly imagine. Everything that you can possibly imagine, I went for it.
Я, например, все попробовал. И кокаин, и крак-кокаин, и все остальные наркотики. Ничего не может помочь.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll,
Вы это все знаете. Секс, наркотики, рок-н-ролл.
capitalism, communism, revolution, shamanism, spiritism, any ism, I try any ism. See?
Я все попробовал. Спиритизм, коммунизм, вы знаете, любой возможный изм я попробовала.
That is how I came to India.
И вот таким образом я и появился в Индии.
Sick and tired of all that stuff.
Я был уже замучен и устал от всего этого.
There must be something else.
И я подумал, что должно быть что-то еще.
There must be something else.
Должно быть что-то еще.
And the curiosity to know what was it arose.
И любопытство, что же еще есть, оно появилось.
And it became bigger and bigger until it became unbearable. I want to know what the hell is that. Which, see, there must be something else. But then this is how I came to India. This is how I found my teacher.
Вот это любопытство, что должно быть что-то еще, это любопытство привело меня в Индию, и таким образом я и нашел своего учителя.
The desire to know that
Это желание познать то,
brings that in human form to you.
приносит это то в виде человеческого
And it
образа.
appear physically as the guru.
И это то, оно появляется физически в виде вашего гуру.
It has to be in physical form because you think you are the body. So the guru has to appear as if it has a body.
То есть из-за того, что ты думаешь, что ты есть тело, гуру и тоже должен появиться перед тобой в человеческом теле.
Then the guru, which is the self,
А гуру это и есть истинное я.
through the body,
Через тело.
he tells you that you are the self, not the body.
А этот гуру, который появляется в человеческом теле, он и говорит тебе, что ты и есть истинное я. Не тело.
Actually, you don't find the guru finds you.
В действительности не ты находишь гуру, а гуру находит тебя.
He's waiting for you.
Он ждет тебя.
Any other questions? Sorry.
Про негативные комментарии, про негативные мысли состояния, когда они приходят.
Hey, how are you? Portugal, come. Brazil, sorry, Brazil.
Waiting for me.
I'm waiting for you. Sorry, I didn't stop yesterday because I'm moving, so I had a guy behind me, and I needed to.
Yes.
I needed to show something.
You think I can sit here?
You can sit here if you don't mind to be in the camera. Then
Huh?
you don't mind. Do you mind to be in the live stream?
You can sit here.
Yes, and then you can sit here.
Thank you.
Only 3,100 people will look at you. That's all. It's not much.
Because I am very modest.
Nice to see you again.
Что делать с негативными мыслями состояниями, уже было. И дальше они приходят, как летающие птицы.
Good night.
Приходит ли негатив?
Put apart.
Put apart again.
Again,
No.
what can I do?
No, you can stay.
How,
It can happen.
how can this decide to stay here or go anywhere? This has no choice. Wherever the wind blows, this goes.
I heard that you came on Sunday.
Yes, and now he listen and going back again. You see, if people want to see me, they will go to see me here, there, China, or in the moon, right?
In the
But
moon.
we come for the moon. It's better here. There is no water there. Not even a tree.
Then you go tomorrow and you don't know when you
I don't know ever anything. The last time I knew something, I put myself in trouble.
Yes.
See? So when I don't know, everything is okay. When I know something, then problems comes with it.
Негативное мысли состояние.
And the house of
Приходит негатив
Fred, what's the name?
Приходит негативный.
The
Kal-
countryside?
Kalidas
Yes.
still standing in the house.
Is enough, no?
Well, I have to give it up. He's coming soon.
негативное состояние приходит.
Naturally, he would like to have his privacy. You know.
Negative thoughts and states coming and going.
Yes, positive
does-
thoughts also coming and going. Positive thoughts also coming and going.
И позитивные мысли приходят и уходят.
The one that is aware of them is not coming, is not going.
Тот, кто осознает негативные и позитивные мысли, он не приходит и не уходит.
That which sees them,
Тот, который их видит,
which is that which sees, is that which is.
тот, который видит, он и есть это.
And you are that.
И ты и есть это.
You are not the body,
Ты не тело,
right? And you are not the mind. Mind is qualities, positive or negative, right?
и ты не ум, а ум – это качество позитивное и негативное.
Expressing themselves in physical form.
Эти качества, которые выражаются в физической форме.
You know them,
Ты знаешь,
you are aware of them.
ты осознаешь.
Means you are not the body, you are not the mind.
Это и означает, что ты не тело и не ум.
Means you have no qualities, no attributes, no characteristics.
Это означает, что у тебя нет ни качеств, ни характеристик. Ни характеристик.
So remain as that,
Оставайся этим.
and by witnessing the bad qualities, all they will disappear.
И тем, что ты будешь просто наблюдать за плохими качествами, они исчезнут.
Even the good qualities, meaning you will not identify yourself and all the time trying to be good, trying to be kind, trying to help, all that stuff.
И также исчезнут и хорошие качества. Если ты просто будешь наблюдать за ними, они тоже исчезнут. Потому что вот это вот старание быть, помогать всем, старание там что-то сделать хорошее.
Because the identity with the good qualities, see, gives a good ego, a positive ego.
Потому что отождествление с хорошими качествами сохраняет эго.
I am good,
Я
I
хороший,
am kind,
я
I
добрый,
am compassionate.
я сострадательный. Ну, ты знаешь.
Right? Spiritual ego is called.
Это называется духовное эго.
I want to help the humanity.
Я хочу помочь человечеству,
I want to change the world,
хочу
make it a
изменить
better
мир,
place.
сделать его лучшим местом.
No.
Everything is predestined, preordained.
Все уже,
Even if you're going to become a guru, it's preordained.
все уже предопределено. Даже то, что если ты станешь ли ты гуру.
What I'm saying, this has no choice.
Как я уже сказала, вот у этого нет выбора.
Either to be here, to be there.
У этого нет выбора, у тела нет выбора быть здесь или быть в другом месте.
Too many enlightened beings here anyway.
Слишком много здесь просветленных.
Tiruvannamalai became Guru land.
Тируваннамалай становится землей
And
гур,
for the rich only.
и только для богатых.
Arunachala is there. No?
Здесь есть Аруначала.
He's not charging 1 cent to give darshan to anyone.
И Аруначала не берет ни у кого даже цент для того, чтобы дать даршан.
He's not asking anybody to come and he's not telling anybody to go.
Аруначала никого не просит прийти или никого не просит идти.
He doesn't say, you want darshan, special darshan, you have to give me 4,000 rupees.
И Аруначала не говорит, если ты хочешь особенный даршан, дай мне 4000 рублей.
The difference between Arunachala and a human being is that this thing needs to eat, right? And it's food and it's shelter, then some money has to come, right?
То есть разница между Аруначала и телом в том, что телу нужна еда и какие-то условия.
Even if the money comes, has to be used properly, right?
И даже если деньги, и деньги нужны, и если деньги приходят, то их нужно использовать правильно.
Then as
The restaurant.
no, the restaurant is finished. So as soon as I use this money for a different purpose, that is to give continuity, see, of the life of this body and continuity to satsang, then I become corrupted. Everything becomes corrupted. I become a spiritual prostitute.
Если я неправильно использую деньги, которые приходят ко мне, то я становлюсь коррумпированным, и все становится коррумпированным вокруг.
Then I will make a silent retreat.
И, например, я делаю ретрит тишины.
And then you will pay 14,000 rupees to look at me.
Вот, например, я делаю ретрит тишины, и вы платите 4000 рупий для того, чтобы просто смотреть на
Take a
меня.
photo,
Сделайте фото,
hang it in the wall of your house so you don't have to pay for it. Take a photo of me, hang it on the wall of your room, you don't have to pay to look at me.
но сделайте фотографию меня и повесьте в свою комнату, и не надо за это деньги брать. И платить не надо.
Right? And then you're paying me for me not to talk to you.
И вы, вот, например, платите мне для того, чтобы я с вами не говорил.
Can I ask a question?
Yes. 200 rupees. That's the best way. I thought about it. You see, I know how people will get enlightened quickly. You want to ask me a question, cost you $1,000. You will not ask any question and get enlightened straight away. Sorry. No, come on.
Okay. Okay. The body's not answering anything. The body's nothing. It's just center. So
Matter.
the self is always. If I ask a question to myself, for example, and say, how do I want to think today? I mean, I can think like good or bad, no? In a way. So is it always the self who is taking this decision? Who is taking this decision really?
Good question. Good question, but don't ask me.
I don't ask you.
No, or anyone else. You ask this question, who is the decision maker?
Yeah, okay.
The
This is
self.
the who again. Okay.
I can say the self, right?
The who is So
The self is,
the self is always choosing. I mean,
the self cannot choose because
no.
there is nothing separate from the self. Like the self can choose, see, and say, I am choosing this, I am choosing that. Okay? I'll explain. Okay, this is how it works.
Because, because, for example, if I am in a good mood or a bad mood, I am aware of this.
Mm.
Okay? So I say, so why do I want to be in a bad mood if I can be in a good mood?
Mm. Then who is this I?
Who is this? Okay.
Who is this I that says, why should I be in this mood when I can be in another mood?
Yeah. Theoretically, I know. Yes.
But then practically
In the
has,
practical.
practically is inquiry. See,
Yeah, yeah,
why I want to do here when I can be there,
yeah,
right? Or who wants to be here or there?
yeah. So really, 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 it's always the self who's taking this,
The self is taking care of everything.
always taking care of
He
everything.
is running the business. He's running the show.
Okay. Sometimes I miss. Okay.
And the self does it without desire or intention, without effort, without the needs of knowledge, and without even knowing that he's doing it. See, I have to tell you, the self is doing it, right, because you still think in terms of duality,
Yeah, yeah.
when in reality, the self is what is doing.
Okay.
See,
Yes, yes. Yeah. And that,
it's like the wind. The wind doesn't know that it's blowing.
okay.
The wind is the blowing itself. It doesn't say, I am blowing.
Yeah.
It is the blowing itself.
Yes.
So the self doesn't know what it's doing,
Yes.
right?
He doesn't know what he's doing, and he doesn't know the results.
Not that it needs to know anything,
He
right?
doesn't know.
He's not concerned about what it's doing or not doing. If he wants to destroy the whole universe, it does it, right? And if he wants to recreate them himself, it does it without any apparent reason, without meaning, without desire, without intention, without. This is the nature of the self. See, it wakes up the mind, and the mind is potentiality, right? Now the mind is presenting itself as a awakening state, right? Then everything disappears and it presents itself as deep sleep, right? But the mind does want to survive. See, the mind wants to stay alive. See, and then it creates the dream state, which is the process of dissolution of the mind, going from the awakening state to deep sleep. Because the mind still is associated with its own patterns of behavior, right? And then it tries to recreate because the mind cannot create a thing because the mind is not the creator, right? Then it tries to be the creator and then start the trying to reproduce the same experiences in a different way in the dream state, right?
So as we are creators, really, as we are creators,
Hmm?
we are creators.
What do you mean by we? Do you mean this?
I mean,
This cannot create a
no,
thing.
no, 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 no. I'm not talking about that. In a way, we are creators. We are creating our environment all the time. No?
No.
I mean, we are.
The mind, the mind is responsible for the appearance of the manifestation, but it's not responsible for appearing or disappearing. You see?
Okay, yeah,
So,
but I mean, even if you are creating this, this emptiness you're talking about,
but the self has no question about if I am creating this, then why this and that. Yes, the mind is asking this question.
but I mean, whatever is happening around you,
Mhm.
you are in a way creating this. It's like it's happening because you want it to happen.
No, the self doesn't want this to happen. See? The self has no desire, no intention, see, no choice. See, that's what I'm trying to say. The mind, this is the self, okay? Absolute, nameless, formless reality, the unmanifest.
I understand.
Now, within the self, there is a power. This power is the mind, see? And then this power gets activated. When it gets activated, it's energy. Mind is energy. Within energy, there are energy patterns in a potential state. So when the energy wakes up, mind wakes up, right? Then brings with it everything. See? This is why the science says energy is matter, matter is energy, right? So energy is a new word for mind, see, and matter is a new word for world. So world.
Well,
This is why they say energy is matter, matter is energy. In the past, they will say mind is world, world is mind. There is no mind separate from the world. So this energy gets activated and deactivated. When it gets activated, it presents itself as it wakes up all the tendencies, all the patterns, right? And projects all this. The mind is responsible for that. See, but it cannot do this by itself. Right? What happens is that after the mind wakes up, see, identifies itself with everything, right? And then limits itself to a particular name and form and superimpose that on you, the self, and makes you believe that your reality is limited to this, that, or the other. So not even the ego has a choice to inquire. It's inquiring because the self is prompting the seeking, the seeking. See? But the self as such, as I'm telling you, it wakes up the mind without intention or desire, without the need of effort, without the need of knowledge. It doesn't know how to do it. It doesn't even know that it's doing it. See, that is the nature of the self. See, to wake up the mind and to put it back at rest. Because if the mind doesn't go back at rest, the body is damaged. Right? The body needs rest. After the enlightenment, it's different. The body gets tired, you close your eyes, the body rests, but there is no more ignorance.
so in a way, mind and self are
One and the same.
one and the same,
When it is believed to be separate,
working together. Not work. I mean,
let me finish because I know that I already got the question. See, the mind
hmm,
and the self.
hmm.
See, if the mind is believed to be separate from the self, it is called mind.
Yes.
When it is not believed to be separate from the self, it is the self. Right? That's the meaning of the self alone exists. So the mind is the self. When it arises, see, identifies itself as a body and says, I am a separate individual and independent entity. So another name for self is God, and the mind says, there is no God. See? God doesn't exist. And he's using the power of God to say God doesn't exist. See? Because the mind is energy, but the self is a vibration. See? So this changes, this energy patterns, or the frequency of the energy changes, but this vibration is constant. See? It's unbroken. It can be sent somewhere here. It's not there really, but it can be sent somewhere. It's not limited to this spot. This is a new age stuff. We are co-creators. See, the ego has to be something. See, now it names itself, I am a co-creator. The mind is saying, God is already too old, is too tired, he needs a co-creator, needs some help. See? God doesn't know what he's doing, let's make the world a better place. Let's co-create. That's new age stuff. Very misleading. God doesn't need a secretary. He can do everything by
So if you choose, for example, to live in another life, to go somewhere else,
No, I'm not choosing.
Only the self is choosing.
The self is, see, the self brought this body to India back,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yeah,
And
but
now to Tiruvannamalai. Now the self is taking this body to Puttaparthi, right? Only the self knows what is doing this and doing that. This body has no, the body doesn't even know that it exists. The mind doesn't even know that it exists.
yeah, but For example, you choose to eat something or to eat some this or that. I mean, it's something which
See, the choice takes place, and the choose it comes later. Oh, I want that. See, first is the feeling of doing that, and then the mind says, I choose this by myself. I am deciding to eat potatoes or to eat carrots or whatever it is. The body is programmed, see, to act in a particular way. Because it's patterns of behavior is a programming already. So the body is the mind is programming already. Potentiality, tendencies, patterns, which are the name? Latencies. Call it whatever you like.
so you just you let yourself feel and decide. You let yourself feel and say, well, what will I feel like to have?
So to speak. So you
Some
don't,
way, no?
well, you don't even have to let anything. We have to keep quiet. And then we keep quiet, everything flows. Everything flows. Everything flows. There's another misleading concept of the New Age. Embrace this moment as it is. Who is going to embrace this moment? When the mind is this moment, the mind cannot embrace it because the mind will have to separate itself again from itself to embrace this moment. Accept this moment is too late. This moment is the way it is, and when you're going to accept it, it is way too late. When you want to accept this moment is another moment, see? Different than the previous moment. Right? This is why the beauty is inquiry. Who is going to accept this moment? Who is going to uh, embrace this moment? And who is here and now? That's another trick. To be present. Who is going to be present? Right? Be present. You cannot be more present than what you are. Feel the present. Who is going to feel the present? All this is very misleading. A good business. Who is here and now? No. The self doesn't say I'm here and now. The self is the very here and now. This is why people got confused when I say your spirituality is a trap. I'm not interested in your spirituality. Means what you created. The concept of spirituality that you create. I'm playing with mantras, I'm playing with practices and enjoying the result of these practices. Kundalini yoga, Tantra yoga, all that stuff. It's me and it is for me. Right? Even if you have visions and all that stuff, it's because you wanted to have them in a previous life or in this life. So it's the result of your mental effort. So it's a mental stuff still, right? And then you say, "Oh my God, I finally got my visions, and now I can see Shiva, and I can see energy patterns, and I can see through uh, the circling." My mind was a yogic mind for some reason. Then I got sick and tired of it. All the powers and healing and all this. You know that this is in Brazil. What's the shaman? Spirit. Yes. I don't know. That he may be different. I don't know. This is what the mind is, confusion. To go back to these cards. No, I want to do this now. No, now I want to do that. Changing. See, I changed my mind. See? So the mind is always changing. Today Peru, tomorrow Bolivia, day after tomorrow India, then China, trying to Tiruvannamalai 20. Looking after what? An experience. I want to have my own experiences. The only thing that you're going to experience there, sooner or later, is exhaustion and disappointment. Waste of time, energy, and money. Right? And the only thing you get is disappointment. Make an appointment and you will get disappointment. Especially in India. There is no time, there is no space for time. Timeless India. She knows that. Also jumping from guru to guru. Now your guru dies and you are left in the middle of the way, so what do you do? What is your guru gave you the instruction? Already gave you the instruction. See? Because initiation, by the way, is not all these people putting hands. This is not initiation. See, when a guru tells you, who are you? That is initiation, that is teaching. Right? Then, if the guru dies, you carry on with that instruction. Then you don't need any other guru anymore. Because that has been already given to you. The instruction means initiation. Ramana Maharshi also said that. My teacher was initiated in the path of self-inquiry, and I was initiated in the same way. He look at me and say, where were you before you were born? Right? Where are you going to be after you die? Who were your parents before they were married? Ask this question to yourself. Who am I? Transfer the attention from the object to the subject. The object will disappear. The subject will disappear. And that which is not a subject, not an object, will reveal itself by itself to itself as your own self. Okay? After that instruction, you can close your book, you can forget about the whole world and focus on that question until everything is wiped out. That is enough. Because in self-inquiry, all the practices are contained within it. All the knowledge of the book are contained within the very question you ask. So you need nothing else to do but this question. Everything else, consider it to be a distraction. Books, videos, YouTube, even myself. See, remove your attention from myself. See, forget about the object, put it in the subject. Until the subject also disappears. That's it. Initiation. Any questions? Please. The answer will be the same. Anyway. I'm going to repeat myself. Why not? Patience, right?
Исследую.
Как patience.
Исследую. Слушаю Цезарина. Он затихает, но я все время старается ответить. И что еще хуже, совершает разные тупые глупости, иногда это ставит в угрозу физическое здоровье человека. Как себя предостеречь? Исследовать. Сейчас я думаю, да, тоже случается озарение, книга утихает, но я все время справляется
I'm self-inquiring, but I'm self-inquiring. There is some glimpse of enlightenment, but the mind always tries to distract me.
И что еще хуже, совершает разные такие глупости, иногда ставят под угрозу физическое здоровье тела.
And sometimes I make some stupid things, and what even worse, to make the dangerous for the body.
Sorry? I am doing self-inquiry and
I'm doing
and
self-inquiry,
there is a glimpse.
and
right?
there is a glimpse.
Okay.
But the mind always
Distraction
trying to
comes back.
distract me. And out of this, I make some stupid things,
Yes.
and that made me, and even worse, that made me dangerous for the body.
Yes.
How to prevent from it?
When the distraction comes, see from where the distractions are coming from. See, the inquiry has to take place until the inquirer disappears. See, the question, who am I, has to be there until the questioner disappears.
То есть, когда приходит это отвлечение тебя с умом, тогда должен быть вопрос, кто я есть. И этот вопрос должен тебя как бы предостеречь от того, чтобы быть отвлеченным умом.
That's the way.
Это и есть путь.
When the mind gets externalized,
Ум может расшириться
make it internalized.
и может внутрь уйти.
When the attention is on an object,
И все внимание с объекта
bring it back to its object,
переносится на субъект,
which is itself. The mind itself is its object.
потому что ум – это и есть субъект.
Eventually, the subject also will disappear.
И в конце концов этот субъект тоже исчезает.
So the inquiry has to carry on until then.
Но исследование должно продолжаться до этого момента.
This is, I don't believe the glimpses are good, but they are not good enough.
То есть сами по себе эти проблески, вспышки озарения, они хороши, но они недостаточно хороши.
Like Ramana Maharshi said, you don't become a king only because you saw the king once.
То есть мне нравится, как сказала по этому поводу Рамана Махарши, то есть вы не становитесь королем от того, что вы видите короля.
You have to see the king until you become the king.
Вы должны видеть короля, пока вы сами не становитесь королем.
He is an object, right?
Это объект. Начало.
He is an object God.
И является ли этот объект Богом?
He symbolically represents nameless, formless reality.
Эта гора символически представляет собой бесформенную, безымянную реальность.
Then to be with God is to be here all the time.
Значит ли то, что пребывать с Богом, это значит пребывать все время в этом месте, рядом с первоначалом?
Then Ramana said, it doesn't matter where you are and how, right? It doesn't matter where you are and how you are placed. What is important is the mental peace, in spite of where you are and how you are placed.
Даже Рамана Махарши сказал, неважно, где вы пребываете, в каком месте вы находитесь, самое главное ваше состояние, мирное состояние, состояние ума в мире и покое.
You have to become like that. Like a child. Otherwise, it doesn't help. Even sometime, at some point, so at some point, to be with the guru may be an obstacle. So the guru can become your own obstacle.
И даже иногда пребывание вместе с гуру становится препятствием. То есть гуру становится сам по себе препятствием.
This is what Ramana did to Anamalai Swami. Right?
То, что это история о том, что о Рамана Махарши и Анамалае с вами.
You go there, next door, and stay there.
Как Раман Махарши сказал ему, чтобы он жил в соседнем доме.
Don't come to see me ever again.
Не приезжай больше, не приходи больше ко мне никогда.
I will go there to see you.
Я приду сам посмотреть на тебя.
So stay here.
То есть оставайся там
Be yourself.
и будь самим собой.
Don't ask anything to anyone,
И никого ни о чем не
not
спрашивай.
even to your neighbors.
И даже своих соседей не спрашивай.
Whatever you need,
Все, что тебе нужно,
he will come to you.
придет к тебе.
And then Anamalai says, well, he told me not to go to the ashram, but he didn't tell me to go and see him while he was walking around the hill. Right?
То есть и потом Анамалай с вами подумал, что но он же мне сказал только не заходить в ашрам, но он же не сказал мне, что не приходите, не увидеться с Романой, пока он гуляет.
And then Ramana again, she called him, hey, what's the matter with you?
И потом Роман опять его позвал и сказал, что «Эй, что с тобой не так?»
And that was the end of it.
И это было окончание.
And then Ramana went to see him. Right?
Потом Роман пошел посмотреть на Анамалай с вами.
Swami,
С вами.
and say, and then what Ramana said, I came for your darshan.
И Роман сказал, я пришел за твоим даршаном.
And Amalai was it, I am nobody, I am still. See, I am nobody, I am
Но Анамалай все еще был в том состоянии, когда я никто, я никто.
Something similar happened to me.
Что-то похожее и со мной происходило.
I have to be in exile for 7 years.
Я был в ссылке 7 лет.
Because my attachment to God, see, didn't allow me to establish this condition that I needed to be sent away in one way or another. Not because wrongdoings, because that was what I needed. So, but
Моя привязанность к Богу была настолько сильной, что мне нужно было, что меня отправили на 7 лет. Можно сказать, что 7 лет я должен был стабилизироваться в своем состоянии.
So to establish myself in my natural state, I needed a big kick in my butt.
И кики.
In my butt. My bum.
А то, что мне нужно было стабилизироваться в моем естественном состоянии, это была большой для меня большой задачей.
Whatever the reason and excuse it was, I don't care. I'm grateful for that.
Какие бы причины для этого не были для моего изгнания, я все равно всему этому очень благодарен.
Monastic life.
Монастырская жизнь.
Now I can live a monastic life again, no problem.
И сейчас я веду тоже монастырскую жизнь.
Without identity with being a monk.
Но без отождествления, что я монах.
Going big so fast. Not even 2 years, how big it is. No more questions?
Для муравья мы скорее бесформенные, скажи, мы так же воспринимаем Бога, если так можно сказать, тело Бога. Для муравья мы скорее бесформенные, скажи, мы также воспринимаем Бога.
From the ant perception of you, we are namely formless. For the ant point of view, we are they mean humans like
From the ant point of view,
yeah.
I don't know, this is a question to be asked to the ant. How can you know what is the ant point of view?
No, they ask about for the God point of view.
For the God has no point of view.
У Бога нет восприятия, нет своего собственного восприятия.
Because God doesn't see anything separate from himself.
Потому что Бог не видит ничего отдельного от самого себя.
He has no point of view.
У него нет точки зрения.
Absolute point of view is no point of view.
Абсолютная точка зрения – это нет точки зрения.
Are you interested in having translation of the writing in Facebook? In German? Or not? Yeah?
The Germans are interested in reading them. Do it in German, do it in Chinese, do it in whichever language. This is for you.
Then I make it.
What comes out of here is for you. German, Chinese. You want to polish it, polish it. You want to give the copyright? Keep it. You want to make money with it? Also make it. I'm teasing you. The only reason of keeping a copyright is to make sure that the context is not distorted. Because in reality, nobody has a copyright. Who has a copyright? Why is it? We may publish that into the patch. Maybe site towers. Maybe publish it. That's the essence of Advaita Vedanta. Don't worry. The manifest, the unmanifest. Right? The manifest, you can say only one thing. For the manifest, you can say as much as you want. Right? And the manifest comes into existence, identity takes place, ego takes place, suffering takes place. And then inquiry about the suffering also. This is just, I think, how many posts per year? Not even 20, right? And so we can make like a little booklet. And then one page, one side, next page. Why not? We want to do it in German. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Some words were missing, you know, I can't understand it properly.
Then you call me and explain to you. I explain to you, and then you find a word in German that is similar to that. You can use any words as long as the content doesn't get lost in translation. Use any words you want.
Translate, you know.
You can put Cesar copyright written by Joshua. Why not? You will write it. Yeah? Why not?
I just want to be confident.
Yeah, as long as we live in the world, we act accordingly, right? Hello, how are you? My name is Cesar. Yes, I wrote the book. Right? I would like you to publish it. Right? So you say I, see, but there is no identity with it. Mind will remain, body will remain, identity will disappear. So, hello, how are you? Otherwise you fall in the trap of the new age. I'm taking the body to the canteen so the body can eat. I don't eat, the body eats, I'm not the body. Right? And on that way of speech. It's not me, it's the body. It's a culture. Yeah, okay. Speak now, forever hold your peace, because I won't see you until you come back from Germany. Right. When are you going back to Germany?
On the 4th.
4th of September. And you go when?
The 15th or 16th,
15th or 16th.
you know,
You will stay here, right?
and at the end just go for swim, normal after lunch. It's too stressful, move there and come back.
I come back and then I go to Bangalore next time directly, not to Chennai directly.
Let's see.
I don't know. Let's see. But I've been so often here, so it's probably true.
You stay for how long?
Till Tuesday.
Until Tuesday. Short time.
No, because I have been here
3 weeks, right? You have to go and remove the posts. Okay?
In Dimitri
Whenever you put a post with my face, take it down. If you go, we shouldn't leave any rubbish here. We shall have to leave this place as we
we
found
just
it.
look on the Usha and near the
Ah.
Ramana supermarket, and that's it.
You remember where you place the posts.
Yeah.
And you take them out. Take them out.
Usha.
Wherever you put posts with my face, take it away from there. No need to leave rubbish in this time. Right?
basic.
I don't like that, to be honest. It's not how it really works. By the words of mouth. This is how it really works. Why should I advertise myself? I don't fancy myself that much. But this is done by the people because they are interested. Why not? If it helps, fine. If I want to teach, the ego teacher is there. If I want to enlighten you, the enlightened ego is there. If I have my choice and you keep on following me and I cannot get rid of you, then that's a different story. If you get stuck to me, well, so be it. But so, what's the time? So next satsang is the 1st of May. Sorry, why I keep on saying May?
September.
September, 5th of September.
6th of September.
May or September?
September. Then take a part.
Ah. Where in Budapest?
I will put it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Most sure in a place called, a building called Sai Gauri. Sai Gauri. Everybody knows this place. You take a rickshaw, 20 rupees. So 3 kilometers in Puttaparthi, maximum 40 rupees. 1 kilometer here, 150 rupees.
Deal.
Yes. Does it make any sense to you? What's the point? Three kilometers, 40 rupees. Here, 1 kilometer, maximum 1 kilometer, 150 rupees. UP rupee. Rupee. White skin, double price. You come to my country, whether you are black skin, red skin, same price. My friend, what? New Delhi. Buying ticket for museum, Indian people, 25 rupees. It's 500 rupees for head. They're still passing the bill to the Britishers. I'm not British. When I came here, it was already spoiled. I'm not responsible for what the Britishers did. So why should I pay the consequences of this? Right? We are not walking ATM walking machine. Oh, oh. So, see you when I see you. Thank you.